Exclusively at Parramatta City Raceway on the PCR track with wings, and this is the only track in Australia where you'll see midgets fully dressed up in wings. That's the way it's going to be tonight for the running of the 1985 Ray Revell Speedcar Memorial, one of the big annual events here each and every season at the PCR action track, and what a great night it's going to be. That's it, that's the word. So get set for the action. Once again, welcome to the PCR action track. My name's Alan Edworthy.
My name's Dennis Newland.
This is Lance Wilson.
And this is the PCR action track.
Doesn't he do it good? Okay, that signals the start of the action, the 1985 Ray Revell Speedcar Memorial Classic. Getting an 8-lap journey, heat 1 for the Ray Revell Memorial. So they sweep out of turn 4, green flag flies, the midgets away. Glenn Cox jumps out very gingerly from the second row and leads on the first run out of turn 2. Under the Winfield scoreboard, they run down the back section. The midgets sorting themselves out as Graham Parton gets quickly into stride in the 73 car, takes it up high on the line on turn 4 to take over third running. Glenn Cox still the leader. The Queenslander in number 14 is Keith Hutton, who's been ushered to the outside of turn 2 as Parton takes the 73 car quickly up into second running, and now moving into challenge Glenn Cox, the race leader on the 9 car. Cox keeps it low on the circuit as Parton closes the gap. Back then to Hutton, who pulls the big slide in the 14 car. And Craig Powell in the Victoria number 5 car in position 4. Coming out of the back now in car number 6. Terry King in the number 6 Chevy 2 car, who started out of position 7, now takes over 5. Mike Meyer in position 6, further back in the pack now to Bob Campbell in the 91 car. The tail enders fighting it out, and that's Edward Dark way off Song in the 65 car, almost at the rear of the field. Onto the main straightaway now, Graham Parton in the 73 car on turn 1, takes it on the high line to challenge Glenn Cox. Cox keeps the low line, Parton and Cox wheel-to-wheel down in turn 3. It's tit for tat, wheel-to-wheel as they dive through 4 right on the high line as Parton, but Glenn Cox still calling the shots in the 9 car. Okay, over the halfway mark now. A long way back to the third runner, that's Craig Power in the Victoria number 5 car, being challenged by Terry King. And that was the pole setter originally, Alan King in the number 10 car, who's gone from one end of the pack back to the other, unfortunately, as the field files by. Terry King, last year's champion in the Ray Revell Memorial, moves up into third in the first qualifying heat. Glenn Cox still calling the shots. King takes the Chevy 2 on the inside of Parton as they run through turns 3 and 4. Parton out wide and King into second. There's the black and white. Glenn Cox takes the win in the 9 car. Terry King, good drive into second place. Graham Parton in third in the 73 car. Then came Graham Power out of Victoria in car number 5. Further back then to Bob Campbell in the 91 car. Mike Meyer in 66, also crossing the wire, Graham Adams from Victoria in the 17 car, and left way out of it in the 65 entry was Edward Dark. Once again, a big field of starters for this second qualifying heat. Johnny Church off pole position. 13 cars, a full field to face the starter. 8 laps is the journey. The back markers will have their work cut out. It's half a feature race virtually. On the outside in the number 2 car is Kevin Patton from position 2, car number 2, sharing that front row with Johnny Church. A lot of wheel nudging out of turn 4. There's the green flag from Arthur Count, racing up into turn 1. Winterbottom has a look on the inside, but Johnny Church has it covered. Patton's gone. Jumping out now is Ian Saville in position 4 with the American in the USA number 2 car, holding down third running, heading deep into turn 3. Right up on the high line is the American, hiking a wheel as they race onto the main straightaway. And Jimmy Winterbottom, the ex-sprint car star, takes the number 32. The number 30 car rather to the lead, heading down the back section, but the amber lights coming out for the unnamed 24.
Interest too, Alan, of course, will centre on the driver in the number 3 position, the USA driver, Danny Williams, currently holding down position number 3.
Now comes the green once again, racing away Winterbottom takes the field up through turns 1 and 2. On the inside is the Victorian and the 59 car heading down onto the back section. That's Ray Bishop. Ray Bishop out of Victoria, laying into them now on third. The American on the high line as they sweep 4 wide off turn 4. Bishop in the 93 car takes over second running. Ian Lewis in the 93 car rather takes over second running onto the main straightaway. Jimmy Winterbottom still the race leader. Ian Lewis in second. The American dropping back in the 2 cars, striking problems. John Church struggling to hang on to third running. Out wide goes the Ray Bishop car, number 59. His American gets by on the inside, but still down on the field. As Ian Lewis goes quickly to the lead. Racing away now out of turn 2 as Lewis just skips a wheel over the edge. Oh, locks up big down in turn 3, but pulls it back down track again. The Wild Victorian, Ian Lewis, onto the main straightaway. Jim Winterbottom relegated to second in the Chevy 2. Johnny Church, the pole setter, drops back to position 3 as the American comes good again in the USA number 2 car. But look at the lead now that Ian Lewis has over the field. Races off turn 4, already up into turn 1. And that's the 1, 2 and 3 readout. Winterbottom in second place, Johnny Church is third, and the American back in position 4. Flag runs Ian Lewis, setting up a commanding lead. 1/4 of a lap over the Chevy 2 of Jim Winterbottom. Final run through turn 4, right around the outside of the tail enders, and Ian Lewis out of Victoria registered his first win. Second qualifying heat. Look at the gap over Jim Winterbottom, taking the 30 car into second. John Church in position 3. Ian Saville coming back into the race to take position 4 in the number 7 car. And the American with problems in the number 2 entry. Also crossing the wire in front of the American was Ray Bishop in car number 59, as was Ken Radcliffe in the number 54 car. But picking up the black and white is Victorian Ian Lewis in car number 93. We were warned during the week that Ian Lewis will be one of the most colourful Victorians that we will see for some time. It certainly put that statement to the test of the event just concluded. A great drive.
And Graham Parton goes to an immediate lead going down onto the back straightaway on the first occasion, and Graham Parton opening a handy advantage now. Looks like Craig Power having quite a dice in second spot there with the number 40 race car. It looks like driven by Kevin Gormley. Over the race leader at this stage is certainly Graham Parton. Craig Power in second spot, Kevin Gormley back in third, followed by Glenn Cox in fourth position. That's the order as they come off turn number 2, but the race leader doing it nicely out in front in turn number 4 now, and coming onto the main straightaway, Graham Parton, the race leader. Chased hard by Craig Power, and quite a battle going on for third and fourth. Glenn Cox now taking over third spot, relegating Kevin Gormley back to fourth position. Still Graham Parton leads, doing it nicely out in front as he comes off turn number 4. Craig Power in second spot, and both front wheels off the racetrack as Craig Power now closes on Graham Parton running down the back straightaway. Craig Power certainly the driver to watch, lifting both front wheels coming off turn number 4 once again, and Craig Power putting in the long runs to race leader Graham Parton. Also Glenn Cox now moving into contention in the number 9 race car, and also looking for a one around the outside. Glenn Cox going onto the high line as they run down into turn number 3. Glenn Cox on the high line, still Craig Power in second spot, and while all this is going on, still Graham Parton the race leader. Kevin Gormley back in fourth spot, followed by Terry King in fifth position, and tailing out in sixth spot is Aaron Benny. That's the order. Also there is Michael Meyer in the number 66 race car, and Alan King in car number 10. Race leader still Graham Parton, doing it nicely out in front. Craig Power still in second spot, and certainly not giving up the chase in third position as Glenn Cox. Arthur Cowan displaying the white flag, denoting 1 lap to go for Graham Parton as he charges down into turn number 1 now. Glenn Cox looking for one around the outside, still Craig Power in second spot. Glenn Cox has the race car up high, but Craig Power still in second. Cox coming again on the outside, coming off turn number 4, and a good win to Graham Parton in the number 73 race car. Power will last long enough to take a narrow second from Glenn Cox, while coming in 4th spot was Kevin Gormley. Followed across the line by Alan King, Terry King and Aaron Benny. That's the finishing order, but no doubting the race winner in the 3rd heat of the Ray Revell Speedcar Memorial, and a great win there going out to Graham Parton.
The pits tells us that the American is experiencing some problems with the power plant in the number 2 car, but they're persevering with it at this stage. He's got his work cut out as the green comes out. Heat 4 across the wire goes the Victorian Ray Bishop to lead it through turns 1 and 2. Winterbottom on the inside, and now the 93 car of Ian Lewis is giving them a big hurry up as they race down into turn 3. Already sideways is Lewis into 3rd place. The American way out of it now in the number 2 car, as you can see. Way off the power band, and tails the field as they run out of turn 2 down the back section. But the race leader is Ray Bishop in the 59 car, in advance now of Ian Lewis. The 2 Victorians running 1 and 2. Bishop and Lewis, the leaders in advance of Jim Winterbottom, way back in 3rd placing at the moment. It is way back in the number 30 Chevy 2 as the 2 Victorians hop to trot, running 1 and 2, locked in, nose to tail. Oh, look at Lewis, right on the tail now of Bishop, looks for the run on the inside, and wham, slams the 93 car on the inside as they race out of turn 2, down the back section. This is good midget racing. Lewis going away now. Inside front wheel, high off the deck is Ray Bishop, chasing Lewis through turns 1 and 2 on the top section of the circuit as they run under the Winfield side, heading down the back stretch. Lewis calling the shots and doing it easily in a 93 car, looking good at this stage. Ray Bishop in car number 59, not making any further impression, but sitting in a solid second. A long way back now to Jim Winterbottom in 3rd running, and Ian Saville just about out of it in the number 7 car in position 4. The Victorians running riot in this 4th heat. Ian Lewis still trying dirt track racing on the clayway, but he's getting away with it tonight. The track's specifically set up for the lightweight midgets as they race off turn 4, heading to the white flag. Under the white flag they run now, signifying only 1 lap left remaining for Lewis. Bishop not making any further impression. Likewise back to positions 3 and 4, the 2 New South Welshmen of Winterbottom and Saville. Could be a record, very close as they cross the wire. Ian Lewis in the 93 car, back to a wheel-hopping Ray Bishop in the 59 car. Finally crossing the wire for 3rd was Jim Winterbottom in car number 30. Back then to Ian Saville, fast finishing 4th in the 7 car. Further back to Johnny Church in car number 5. Also there was Bob Campbell. And the final car to finish was the unlucky American Danny Williams.
Position 9, the American visitor, car number 2, USA 2, Danny Williams, the driver. On the outside of that row, Ian Saville starting from position number 10. Ian Saville from 10. Car number 30 to be driven by Jimmy Winterbottom on the inside of the next row, position number 11. Car number 73, Graham Parton, will drive from position number 12. Position number 13 to be driven, the car number 66 race car by Michael Meyer, car number 66. On the outside of that row, Victorian Ray Bishop in the number 59 race car, just about set for a start.
Okay, thanks Dennis. Out comes the green, and 20 laps is the journey for the running of the 1985 Ray Revell Memorial Speedcar Classic. The Wing Midgets racing out of turn 2 at PCR, down the back section for the first occasion. Terry King, last year's winner, jumping out quickly in the number 6 Chevy 2, and races off turn 4, and they're 5-6 wide as they race off 4 onto the main straightaway and slipping through. On the inside in the 93 car is Ian Lewis out of Victoria. Ian Lewis, the big charger at the moment. Terry King still the leader. Oh, and a monumental upender down there on turn 3. That's the number 12 car of Aaron Benny. Aaron Benny in car number 12. N for N down on turn 3. Yellow flags quickly into play as the amber caution lights come out. coming through. Dennis Newland has, in fact, the glasses trained on the area, and Aaron Benny appears to be okay. Yes, he's walking to the infield, and that was a monumental one. And Aaron Benny is certainly would appreciate you showing your appreciation that he walked away from that one. Eric Inman in overseeing operations as the green flag comes out and continuing to race. Terry King in car number 6, heading up through turns 1 and 2 on the inside in the 59 car. Ray Bishop has a look out of Victoria, further back to the 5 car of Craig Power sitting in position 3. Ian Saville definitely off the pace on the 7 car as Kevin Gormley swings the number 40 car into action back in position 5. Terry King, race leader, sweeps out of turn 2 on the Chevy 2. Mankey's still in the race, I don't know how, the 22 car, but back with the race leaders now onto the main straightaway, and Terry King fighting hard of the race leadership as again the Victorian. Ray Bishop tucks in behind, back then to Craig Power, who's losing ground in 3rd, and the remainder of the field dropping back, but coming out from the clouds is Ian Lewis in car number 93. Ian Lewis on the high line, chasing the race leaders, some half a lap down now from the race leaders, looking for a run on the inside as Ray Bishop has a big look at Terry King as they sweep from 2 down the back section, and King shuts the gate on the Chevy 2. Hiking a wheel high in the air of both cars, almost coming together on the main straightaway, and Terry King is in a fight to survive at the moment. Last year's winner of the Ray Revell Memorial and would dearly love to make it 2 wins and 2 starts on this classic event, holding the race leadership in advance of Ray Bishop from Victoria in the 59 car. And again, Bishop has a quick look on the inside, bringing up 3rd running is Craig Power. But on the charge, out of the back, all eyes are on the Victorian flyer, Ian Lewis, in car number 93. Under siege is the New South Welshman as the Victorian gets by on the inside. Ray Bishop, car number 59, gets by on the inside. Sweeps out of turn 2 with the race leadership now as Terry King is relegated back to position 2. And now a big split down in turn 3 now by Ian Lewis. A death-defying drive from Lewis in the 93 car, and Terry King is out. The New South Wales hope Terry King withdraws from the event in the number 6 Chevy 2, but Ian Lewis in 2nd place is rapidly closing the gap on Ray Bishop in car number 59, and now the Victorians dominating this Revell Memorial for 1985 and running 1, 2 and 3 in any way you look at it. First New South Welshman in his partner in the 73 car, but there goes Lewis, firing brimstone as he sweeps off turn 4 with the race leadership. Ian Lewis in car number 93, back then to the 59 car of Ray Bishop, and in 3rd place is Craig Power, the Southern gentleman dominating this Revell Classic, with 8 laps left remaining on the board, 12 completed, and 8 laps remaining. For Ian Lewis is doing it oh so easily. There's the race leader now, sweeping off turn 4 with the right foot hard in the bucket. The pedal to the metal in the 93 car, sweeping through the first of the tail enders now. And Graham Parton from New South Wales sweeps by on the outside of Craig Power, and Parton now moves into 3rd running. Meanwhile, Lewis flies down the back section now on the inside. Look at the power of this 93 car as he sweeps all before him, up high on turn 3, brings it down centre track and accelerates onto the main straightaway with 15 laps completed and 5 remaining for Lewis. Parton still in 3rd placing, and holding down 2nd is Ray Bishop. 1983 Revell Memorial winner Ray Bishop from Victoria in 2nd place, but there's just no way they'll catch the flying Ian Lewis. Parton still under siege from Craig Power, but Power doesn't have the advantage in the motor department that Graham Parton's enjoying in 3rd place in, but nothing can be taken away now from Ian Lewis in the 93 car, looking for the white flag. Arthur Cowan moves in, has the white flag at the ready. There's only a handful of laps remaining at this stage, about 1.5 for as a matter of fact left to travel now, as Lewis comes off turn 4. Out comes the white flag with 19 laps completed and less than one remaining for Ian Lewis. Back then to Ray Bishop in the 59 car. Out comes the black and white, and Ian Lewis picks up the 1985 Memorial. A convincing winner in the 20-lap journey. Back now to Ray Bishop and Graham Parton in car number 73.
Okay, a fine win going out to Ian Lewis from Victoria. Tremendous performance there from Ian Lewis, driver of the number 93 race car. Ladies and gentlemen, what about putting your hands together and give him a big PCR reception? Ian Lewis, the winner of the 1985 Ray Revell Speedcar Memorial Classic.
And with us tonight we've got Tommy Bradshaw. Turn round, Tom, so the face can see it. Now, Tom was associated with Ray Revell for many, many years indeed. Tom's also a racer. You're allowed to wear your hat, it's okay. You don't have to take it off in my presence, Tom. Was associated with the Ray Revell racing organisation for many, many years indeed. A great and close family friend of the Revells. And Tommy, they tell me also did a little bit of racing yourself.
Yes, I raced from 1949 to 1958 at the sports ground, the showground, and at Parramatta, and enjoyed every minute of it.
And Ray Revell, of course, was one of the most outstanding speed car drivers I think that Australia's ever seen, and I think it's indicative in the way he's remembered each and every year here at Parramatta by speed car fans from not only generations past but today's racing fan.
Yes, I think that the Revell family is revered, as his brother Orb and his son Howard, who are well known in the sport, and those who can remember the 1940s to the 1950s just really know what Speedway is all about, and especially when you saw Ray Revell round the fence at the showground there, winning race after race and 5 Australian championships. There's no need for me to say any more.
And the fabulous job that Eric Inman's done on that race car, that's exactly how it looked all those years.
Yes, it's a credit to Eric. In fact, Eric last Wednesday week dropped the steering box into my place and said, look, can you get this done at the college? I said, no, the college is on holidays. So I had to get it done myself and get it down to Melbourne for him to run in the event down there. Yes, good.
Tommy, it's a pleasure to have you with us, and we're going to ask you to assist in the presentation. And ladies and gentlemen, winner of the 1985 Ray Revell Speedcar Memorial, will you welcome from Victoria, Mr. Ian Lewis. Ian, congratulations. The sash going on. Beautiful trophy coming your way from Revell. And, of course, the 1985 Ray Revell Memorial Classic winner out of Victoria. Ian Lewis, quite a driver then. How did it feel out there?
Well, it felt good towards the end when we got away from everybody, but we lost brakes in the first couple of laps, so I thought it's better to run wide than down in all the traffic, but it worked out really good for us. I'd like to thank... who's the sponsor? Ray Revell. Revell, sorry, for putting up the trophies and a bit of money, and also Bob Jane T-Mart that helped us on the night. Thank you very much. And also I'd like to thank second and third place. They looked after themselves and kept it neat. Thank you.
Kept it nice and tidy. Okay, 1985 winner out of Victoria, Ian Lewis. We'll show you appreciation once again. What a lightning drive from the Victorian. Okay, running up in second place, making it 1 and 2 from the Victorians, was Ray Bishop, previous winner of the event. And back into second place tonight, getting away smartly in the 59 car. But Ray, that rotten Lewis come from out of the clouds.
Thank you very much. I'd like to congratulate Ian Lewis. I got left in his dust. He's definitely a good little driver. I didn't expect him to run where he did, but he did, and all the best to him. I'd also like to congratulate third place getter, Graham Parton. We've seen Graham in Victoria, and he runs very well down there, so you should be proud of him. I'd like to thank Revell for sponsoring this race. This race actually means a little bit more to me than the national title. For some reason, I don't know what, but it does. My dad was a fan of Ray Revell, and all my kid life, the only name I ever knew was Ray Revell, so it does me proud to be placed here again tonight. Thank you very much. And thank you, you're a good crowd. Thank you.
Trophy coming through from Tommy Bradshaw there, and congratulations, Ray. Ray Bishop, rather, out of Victoria. This is Tommy Bradshaw. Okay, congratulations, Ray. Superb drive up into second place. And Graham Parton, who slung the 73 car up into third place. Sash going on now, and we'll just get the trophy. Tommy Bradshaw has the trophy there to present to Graham Parton, who's certainly turned in some memorable drives, I should say, here at Parramatta, and for several seasons now that we've enjoyed the company of the Mighty Midgets. So we'd ask you to put your hands together, just warm them up now, for Graham Parton, who took out third tonight in the Ray Revell Memorial. How did it feel out there, Graham?
It was great. We really enjoy racing on this track, and thanks very much to Ray Revell for sponsoring this meeting, and Bar Repairs and Bars Leaks. I'd also like to thank my car owner Bruce Lee for preparing the car for me. Thanks very much.
Graham, what are we going to do about those Victorians?
We might just have to go down there and whip them.
I look forward to that.